coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom, 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 boom. I appreciate the support. 33 years, man. 33 years of prison stories, man. I definitely want to give a big shout out to everybody who's been subscribed, everybody who rock with me, man, everybody who's been supporting this movement. Big love, man. We almost at 80K, man. I am a little frustrated, but I'm going to keep on, you know, can't stop, won't stop, man. Especially when I put them videos out like that school speech, man, and y'all don't give me that love, man. We need that. We need to support that type of stuff so that these kids can get more attention, man, and get the message that they need, man. So big love to everybody who supported it and rock with it. Today, what made me think about this cat, I don't know, man, but it is a reality in prison, man. It is a reality in prison that, you know how you go, get a subscription to a magazine, or, you subscribe to this or you subscribe to that. It's the same thing in prison, man, with the gangster lifestyle, man. If you subscribe to the gangster lifestyle, meaning that, when you go into prison, man, and somebody run afoul of you, or they do something that, that don't agree with your principles, and you gonna handle it like a gangster, let the, chips fall where they may. If you subscribe to that lifestyle, I told you, however you come in that's your character, that's how you gonna be perceived. But you also gonna have to renew that subscription every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to renew that subscription. If you bust a head open, if you put that Bethlehem in somebody, if you knock somebody out, okay, this is your identity. So that's going to carry you for a while, because people going to know what you did. They're going to respect what you did. Especially the cowards, they're going to really, take heed to this is what the consequences is of messing with this dude. But every now and then you got to renew that subscription. And from my calculation, it's like, probably, if you on the same camp, it might last longer, but if you moving around from different institution to different institution, you're going to have to renew that subscription, man, at least every 5 years. It may sound, you're going to have to put some work in at least every 5 years, unless you on the same camp, or unless the work you put in from the beginning was so vicious and so, well known, then you might get a decade in. You might get a decade in. But as time go on, you're gonna have to renew that subscription, man. And thinking about that, man, made me think about Ray, man. And the only reason I thought about Ray because I was thinking about Nottoway, where I eventually made parole from in 2020. I met Ray, man, way back in maybe, what was it, like 97, maybe like 97. But I had been around him prior to then, but never really knew him, but never really interact with him, But I had to interact with him like in 97, 98, 99, because I was on the same institution with him. And during this time, yeah, and even in the late 90s, man, I was, still into that skullduggery life. I'm gambling, store boxing, fighting at all time, all of this type of foolishness. So with the gambling is how I ran across Ray, because Ray was man, he be honest, he just was a flim-flammer, a con artist, a larceny, all of that. But he had been in penitentiary for a minute, way longer than me at that time. And he had already put some work in. He put some work in. He done, drew some blood, from some people. He done pushed that Bethlehem. He done, fought the police. He done did little stuff whereas to he done earned his respect, so dudes give him a little respect. Plus, he had a little size on him. He go out to the weight pad workout. You know, he definitely wasn't as big or as cut as he thought he was. But he was decent, though. He definitely was decent. But, you know, you get dudes in there like that, man. They get their little body in shape and all this and all that. They just, you know, for some reason or another, they can't keep the shirt on or they can't keep it buttoned. Ray Ray was one of them dudes. Every time, even if he in the pod, he got his shirt either wide open with no t-shirt on, or either he ain't got no shirt on at all. Where the police always tell him, look, button your shirt up, or either put your shirt on, and you know, he'll pop off, say something crazy, because he got a terrible mouth. But, you know, like I said, he had a little reputation for putting in some work. But the things that he was into is going, you know, he needed that reputation. Because he gambled. I personally believe he cheat. He cheat. He don't like to pay. He always demand to get paid when he win. You know, he just had a lot of flim-flam with him, larceny with him, that I eventually found out. You know, me and him, you know, bumped heads a couple of times, and whether he know it or not, you know, he was getting ready to get, you know, he was getting ready to get that business, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't play around with dudes that, especially if they already got a reputation, especially if they done already, you know, done caused bodily harm to somebody or something. I ain't gonna be the next one. I can assure you of that. So when I get into little disputes with those type of dudes, you know, my senses be a little bit more heightened. But he always try to run poker games, and a lot of dudes ain't want to get in this game because of the same reason that I'm telling you, because he got a lot of flim-flam with him. He got a lot of con with him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna put 100% pressure on you if you lose in this poker game and you ain't got that money. He gonna put 100, I'm talking about he gonna pull up to your door. No, man, I won't, no, man. You know, you got to go bar that, man. You got to pay me tonight. I ain't waiting for store day. I ain't waiting till tomorrow. No, you in the game. But I done seen him lose and hit a dude with the same thing. If it ain't his guy, I seen him lose. Hit a dude, man, I'm going to have that for you tomorrow. What you was in the game for, asking for it if you ain't have it in your sale. Those are the rules, you know what I'm saying? Cash on the wood make the gambling good, you know? So dudes will be at the poker game or whatever, they'll say, man, they lose the money that they came in there with. They'll say, give me $20 more. Give me $30 more. Give me $40 more. Wait, you got that upstairs? Yeah, I got it upstairs in the cell. This is what a dude gonna ask you because this is what the requirement is before he give it to you. He just trying to make it so you ain't got to walk all the way upstairs, get the money, hold the game up. So by principles and morals, you supposed to not ask for nothing that you don't have. You know, I done seen him do it several times. But yet if he run a game, he gonna tell you off the rip, man, don't ask for no money, man. Y'all ain't got it in the sale, man. All this money got to be paid today, man. This money got to be paid, man. I'm telling y'all, man, straight up. Straight up. I ain't going for nothing, man. But you do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you do it, man. That's the hypocrisy in, you know, the gambling in prison is all larceny. Everything is larceny. Everything is skullduggery, you know, tomfoolery. It's crazy, but we all indulge in it every day. I can't say nothing because I did, you know what I'm saying? But I know, you know what I'm saying, how the game go. You know what you getting into before you get into it. So, yeah, man, but that's how he used to do. Now, I done seen this cat, especially if he got any inclination that you know, pump faking or you ain't who you say you are. And man, you owe him some money and you ain't got that money. Ray Ray coming to your door with that Bethlehem, and he gonna be making a scene. He make sure everybody know that he pulling up on you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna stand outside your door, lean on the rail, man. You got to get that money, man. You know, you got I need that. I need that right now, man. No, man, go buy it, man. They got stove boxes in here. You got to have that right now, man. You know, what? I mean, no. I mean, you know, he acting like he gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna use it. If a dude press him, he gonna use it. And I done seen him fight, but the dudes, just what I seen, I can't even speak from what I heard. From what I seen him fight. But, you know, I mean, he got the job done, but it wasn't super impressive to me, but he got the job done, you know what I'm saying? I seen him fight, and I seen him, you know, in altercations with dudes that, you know, is about their life, you know what I'm saying? I remember he got the altercation with this dude, man, named Creep, and Creep crazy. You know what I'm saying? He crazy. He freakishly strong. He crazy. But well, say no more. Creep from Petersburg. So say no more. That should tell you everything I've told y'all how the dudes is from Petersburg. So I seen him in an altercation with Creep, and it was getting ready to go super duper left. Cause Creep won't backing down, and he won't backing down. He brandishing the junk. Creep telling him, "I'll take it from you. I'll take it from you and kill you." And he like, "Come on, get it." You know what I'm saying? Come on, get it. You know, so a lot of dudes got involved. They ended up squashing the junk. But I really thought Ray Ray was gonna backdoor him, sneak up on him, and hit him because he ain't know. Cause Creep was known to be a sneak artist too. You know, Creep will get arguing with you today and walk up to you, man, and when you ain't least expecting it, pull a bolo on you and just, you know, and take off on you. So I thinking that Ray Ray know that information. Ray Ray might was by Ray Ray being an old timer, being, you know, locked up longer than Creep, and know, you know, he know the lay of the land, man. You know, that's the crazy part about prison, man. I'm telling you, man, man, you can't sleep on nothing in there, man. You got to go with what you know. You got to go with the instincts is. You got to go. You got to do it, man, because the day you lay off might be the day you get knocked off. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. That's why a lot of dudes get hurt, because dudes ain't gonna wait around and see what you're gonna do to them. Not dudes that already been locked up, and dudes who already know the count. They know how this penitentiary thing go. You know, dudes will rock you to sleep, man, and act like it ain't nothing going. Okay, that Jones squad. And dudes will get in, intervene, and try to troubleshoot, man. Y'all let that go, man. Woo, and everybody say, okay, everything all good. And then the next thing you know, you laid up in a hospital somewhere with some IVs running in you, trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I can't go for that. You know, but I thought Ray Ray was gonna creep up on him, man, because I'm reading his character, and that's what I thought he bought. He liked that. He ain't gonna just, you know, but I didn't think he wanted to run up on Creep head up neither, you know, because like I say, dude, freakishly strong, man. You get them dudes in there like they freakishly strong. He had a bad eye. You know, you looking at a dude with a bad eye. He tall. He's, you know, strong as a bull. He bow-legged. He from Pittsburgh. Man, I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you, you know what I'm saying? But they ended up getting that over. But Ray Ray didn't back down is the point of what I'm saying. So it ain't like he was picking and choosing. You know what I'm saying? And you know he won't picking and choosing, because me and him got into it one day. And I don't know what he was thinking when he was dealing with me, but it didn't even make me no different, because I knew who I was dealing with at the same time. So he got to the point where sometimes when you be in prison, man, a lot of dudes be gambling, playing poker, then dudes will get broke. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might win all the money. You know, or a couple of dudes might win all the money. So now you ain't got enough niggas to play poker. Enough guys to play poker. So you dudes be looking at the dudes who got the money and be trying to play head up. So here come Ray Ray, he want to play head up with me. So he was, man, you know what I'm saying, that gamble, man, that gamble. He trying to win my money. I know he got a little money because he been doing a little poker thing. And I'm like, all right, I mean, what's up? So, like, where we gonna go? You know what I'm saying? You know, usually when you play head up, you go in the sale, right? All right, now we gambling. So you know, if we in the sale, you know, we on pie time, man. Door's gonna get locked. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta wait till the police come by and lock the door. That way ain't nobody in there but you and him. So when you dealing with that, you know, you in a deadly situation because you locked in a cell. Then depending on whose cell is in, the person whose cell it is not, he in a more dangerous situation, because if something jump off, the person in the cell can say, man, he ran in my cell. You see what I'm saying? So I'm in his cell. So I'm in a dangerous position to be in this cell. So you already know when I come in there, I'm, you know, have Bethlehem will travel. You know what I'm saying? It's on me. You know, and I know he got one, because that's how he moved. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I take the joint in there. You know, we get to gambling. Head up gambling is always controversial. Always controversial, because don't nobody want to lose. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not one of them dudes too. I'm one of them too. If I lose, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be a little testy. I'm going to be a little, you know, perturbed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I'm in there and I'm smoking him, right? And I know he cheat. I know he cheats, so I'm watching for him to cheat. And if I catch him cheating, it's going to be a problem. And I think he know that I know. You know, because I had made reference to it before, or made suggestions to it before, where he to let him know, like, yeah, I know, yeah, I see you. And then when we in regular poker games out there in the block or something, I always be watching him. Whenever he handling the cards, I be like, and he done said things before, like, man, what you watching me for? I'm like, I watch everybody, I'm gambling. Yeah, I'm watching, you know what I'm saying? I only touch my cards when I think a Flim Flammer got the cards and he dealing or shuffling them or whatever. I'm always like this. Yeah, I'm going to do that to let you know I'm on to it. Don't try nothing, because if I see you, I'm going to say something. You know what I'm saying? With my money involved, but man, what you doing? What's up? What was that? You know, so he ain't like that. That's why a lot of times he ain't even want me in this game, which either furthered my, thought that you cheating. You don't want me in the game because you know I'm watching you and I'm messing up your flow. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we in there. I'm smoking him. You know what I'm saying? Probably because he can't cheat. I'm smoking him. He getting mad, but we done been in here for hours. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And like I told y'all before, when you gamble and somebody lose and you quit, man, that's usually bad etiquette in prison. You know what I'm saying? It's bad etiquette in prison, but at the same time, I ain't trying to be here all day. You stay long enough that, the luck will turn, the cards will turn, and you will start losing. But I made it understood when I came in there. The first thing I said before we started gambling, I ain't gambling all day, dog. Win, lose, or draw. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gambling all day. Oh, you ain't said nothing. Because he anticipating winning. But when he don't win, and then I'm ready to leave, then he got a problem. Right? So boom, I'm crushing him. I done beat him out of some stuff. So I'm telling man, look, I'm ready to go, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't coming back out of count. He was telling me, what you mean you ain't coming back out of count? I said, just what I said. I ain't coming back out of count, man. I'm through. I told you I won't gambling all day. He told me, no, man, hold up, man, hold up. No, man, no, you got all my stuff, man. No. I'm like, man, what did you, I'm not coming back. I'm telling you I ain't coming back, period. I told you that from the beginning. I don't lost you. If you lost your money, man, you winning me. No, man, that's okay. We had agreement from the beginning, man. I'm telling you I ain't coming back, so what it is? No, I can't go for that. Okay, what it is then? What's up? What you mean, what's up? Just what I said, Ray, what's up? I'm not coming back. If it's a problem, let's deal with it right now. I ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? So he stand up, I stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? With this, he ain't got nothing coming. So he know he can't do nothing but try to pull something. But I know he know if you pull it, I got it too. We just gonna be two chopped up dudes in here, but I ain't gonna get too chopped up because I'm gonna move first. If you make a country break, I'm gonna give it to you, man, because I ain't hesitate. So he stand up, I'm looking at him, I'm reading his body language, I'm like, he tell me, man, you can't come in here and win my stuff, and then just tell me you ain't playing no more, man, you know that ain't right. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hurt all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hurt all that. I told you from the beginning. Yeah, you said it, but you already know that ain't how the gambling go. Well, why you agreed to it? You know what I'm saying? These the type of foolish conversations dude be having in prison when the bar was understood from the beginning. But now you want to change it up just because you lose it. I'm not going for it. So I'm watching him and watching his hands, and he know I'm on him. You know what I'm saying? Because if you reach for your waistband or behind you or anything like that, boom, boom, nah. That's how I'm going to move. Period. That's exactly how I'm going to move. And he can see it. When you been in there and he was locked up long to me, he can see it. And he know I ain't pump faking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him straight up, look, this a dead conversation, man. Either you gonna bag up what I done won already, and when the door's open, I'm gone, or either you can use this little time that we got left to try to get back, because I ain't coming back. Period. I ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? We can gamble another day, maybe tomorrow. Ain't no promise tomorrow, but maybe. But I ain't gambling no more today. Period. So, what it is. He gonna stand there looking at me with this. Man, I hate when dudes do this too, man. I hate when dudes. It's an idle man because a lot of dudes do this. They get to doing this right here in prison. And it made me just hate all the dudes that do it here. Man, that don't be making me want, and I'm like, man, what's all that, man? What we gonna do? What we gonna do, man? Get the door. Tell the people, somebody to open the door, man. You know what I'm saying? He tell me something. I'm like, man,
Yeah, you know, so it's like this now. There's something getting ready to happen that's going to be irreversible. Because now I'm getting more and more, I'm like, look, man, what's up? He told me, go ahead, man, you got that. You got that. I said, so you don't want to play no more. You through. I'm done. Get out my cell, man. Get out my cell. I said, man, I'm getting my stuff up, bagging my stuff, but I'm looking at him while bagging my stuff. And yeah, I'm like, I said, man, get the dough. You know what I'm saying? He goes, get the dough. I roll out. I go on down to my junk, put my bag in the cell, and come right back out to get on post. Yeah. If I see him lurking around my cell, lurking, because we on two different tiers, lurking on my tier, I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm too paranoid. I'm gonna bust a move on him. Because I think he creeping on me. And then I just happen to see him, so he might act like he's talking to somebody else. So I'm gonna think. So man, I'm not even gonna sit up here in front. I was praying I don't see him on my tip, because I know you ain't got no business up here except for me. So don't come up here, because I'm going to get too paranoid. I'm going to think you plotting on me. But, man, he ain't come up there. He ain't do nothing but do something like most of them doing there. Go around running his mouth, whispering, and he was getting back to me like, yeah, I ain't gambling with that dude no more, man. He quitting, you know, all that little food, trying to blackball your name, you know what I'm saying, which I didn't care, you know what I'm saying, but that was our little altercation. So then he would go on this little, you know, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, we call it something different in prison, but acting like a, you know, and don't speak to me. He probably ain't speak to me for probably about, he probably ain't speak to me close to a year. Close to a year. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? He was no factor in my life. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that he did that improved my life or worsen my life. So I didn't care if he didn't speak to me no more. But that was our little joke. And I think we ended up on he ain't want me in it. He ain't want me in his poker games no more, which I ain't care neither. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think something happened, man. Somebody else had a poker game. A couple of dudes had poker games and both of us was in, but we still weren't speaking or whatever. And I think somebody had one in there one time. We was stuck in a pot. He said something, woo, 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 la, la, la. And told me, man, let's just gap the money, whatever. So that's how we started back talking again. But I ain't gonna lie to you neither. I ain't gonna, you know, I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't never really liked him after that. You know, I was cordial once he started back speaking, but I never liked him after that, because I always thought you was a flim-flam dude anyway, and now you gonna, you know, that little altercation, that was enough for me, you know what I'm saying? Where I knew I kept him at bay and kept my eye on him, but I never knew, and I knew he always, you know, back talk behind my back to other people, which I didn't care, you know what I'm saying? Because if you try to, you know, address all of that in prison, you ain't gonna never have no rest or never have no peace. I didn't care as long as he didn't say nothing that was too disrespectful that got back to my ear where I had to pull up on him. It didn't even really bother me, right? But, you know, after he did start speaking again, we was cordial for the rest of the time that I was around him, right? But like I say, he was known to put in some work, you know what I'm saying? In fact, he ended up putting some work in on that joint and got locked up before I left. You know what I'm saying? I ended up leaving that joint. I think I left like in maybe 2000. I think I left like in 2000 or something like that. No. I might have left like 2000, 2001 or something like that. But he ended up leaving before I did, because he ended up getting in a beef with a dude. But I think it was because he was broke and he made the beef bigger than what it was, and he hit the dude a couple of times. The dude took off running, but he put that Bethlehem in him a couple of times before he got away, and he ended up getting locked up for that. But he also get high. See what I'm saying? That's a whole nother dynamic. See, he gambling, he hustling, he flat-footed every day like that poker, you know, parlays, all, because he want to get high when the get high is on the compound. So, you know, when you got that habit like that, you got to feed that habit. This is what I believe personally when them dudes be gambling like that. You know, gambling is gambling. You're not going to be 100% and have luck all the time. So they got to pad the odds in their favor, because they need the money, because they need to get high. So that's what I believe them to be the dudes that be cheating, you know, with the crooked dice, with the mock cards, with the, you know, all the flim-flam stuff. They take chances because they actually got to have the money, not just to eat, but they feed their habit. So that's why I always believed that he was one of them type dude, because he'll get high, and he out there, you could tell when he high, when he running the program, something he out there, he nodding and, man, y'all make the bet, man, and I ain't, and he folding every time because he get a cut off of the pot. So he just really taking money and not even taking a chance on losing money. So dudes used to argue about that too when dudes come around a poker game and you ain't even actually playing, but you cutting the money. Only reason you get to cut the money is because you're responsible for making sure everybody get paid. So if you making sure everybody get paid, that gives you the luxury of cutting the money. You get a cut, but you still supposed to be gambling as well. You just ain't gonna sit there and just cut the money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But this is the type of character I was dealing with. So like I say, he was known to put in some work. I left. I move on about my bit. He move on about his bit. I heard his name on a little different camps, this, that, and the third. But mind you, he older than me. He been locked up in prison longer than me. He was in shape when I was around him in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. So I run into him again. This is, man, 2018, 19, right before I made parole. He come on the institution, right? He come in the block with me, right? But he was on the institution. He got there probably maybe a year before, but he down on the other side of the yacht. But I heard he was there, because like I said, when you got a little name in prison, it's I told you it moved faster than Instagram and that, So he was down there, he was gambling. I heard he was gambling, doing this thing, whatever. But I know him, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these young cats, they don't know him. They just look at him now, he done got old. And he an old cat. They just look at him like he an old cat, they talk big talk. You know what I'm saying? He ain't as, muscular as no more. He old, you know what I'm saying? Whole head full of gray hair, but he still got the mouthpiece. So he down there and gambling and running little stuff, this, that, and the third, having a little problems with, his gangs in here now, his young dudes in here now. So he ended up in our block for whatever reason, right? So when I see him, he want to speak to me. He speak to me. What's going on, man? What's going? Go over all the old stuff. Where you been? How long? You still ain't made parole? You been home? Nah, you waiting on going up. When you go up, I go up this quarter. You go up. All of that type of stuff. But they put him in the cell with a little young dude. But this little young dude, I think he was a gang member and he was big old stocky little young dude, right? So they put him in there with him, and off the rip, they ain't getting along, cause Ray come in there telling me he supposed to have the bottom bunk. He got a bottom bunk pass. Young boy ain't respecting that. He said, I ain't getting up off no bottom bunk. He telling them, what the police say. Police telling you, the police gonna tell you though, you supposed to go on the top bunk. But as soon as the police leave, depending upon who the dudes in the cell, they gonna be like, man, I ain't honoring that. I ain't respecting that, man. You know how the code go. I've been in here first. I'm gonna be on the bottom. So that's something that y'all gonna have to work out. But Ray more or less referring to, man, the people done told you, and he telling Ray, I don't care what the people, I ain't moving, old time, I ain't moving. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So Ray getting them all in the old school rundown, like, man, you better ask somebody about me, young blood. I ain't the one. Man, youngin' like, which one is you? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't the one neither. They was on that type of stuff. Okay. Now, I can understand the dynamics, but from the outside looking in, people probably wouldn't understand the dynamic. Ray been locked up a long time, man, 30 plus years. So he still had the illusion or the dream, like, you never know which one it is, illusion or a dream, when all of us, when we got life sentence, did he going home one day? So now you done been locked up all this time, now you done got older, you trying to at least give yourself an opportunity to see the streets again. And people is going to get in the way of that. Yeah, they going to get in the way of that. It's going to be how you handle it, whereas it'll set you back, or you can keep on the course that you're doing in hopes and prayers that you make parole. But in the course of that, you got to make some critical decisions, because you can't let nobody hurt you. That's out of the question. Well, with me anyway, it's out of the question. But you're going to have to be able to be more tolerant of the mouth, more tolerant of the foolishness, because you cannot respond to those situations the way that you used to respond to those situations. So from that aspect, I can understand. Because Ray was, to everybody else, it looked like Ray was scared. You know what I'm saying? But I got a history and knowledge of knowing who Ray Ray is and what he will do. You know what I'm saying? Because of what he has done. But these dudes looking at him like, now they went around talking about him like, man, old time will come up in the cell like he running something. He ain't running nothing, man. Get drug in here, man. We'll crush him up. Like they, gang members, they talking about putting it on him, right? But little do they know, Ray Ray gonna push that Bethlehem if anything. You know what I'm saying? He definitely ain't gonna try to fight all y'all, but he gonna push that Bethlehem. So, sure enough, he started going around to the old timers that was in the block, like me and a couple of other ones, trying to get one of them things, right? So, at this point in time, I'm trying to get out too. And like I said, I ain't really rock with him like that, but I respected him because of the fact that the time he done put in, and I know what he done went through or whatever. So I try to give him a good piece of advice because of the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to go home. I'm like, man, listen, man, do you really need to buy the bunk? You know what I'm saying? Or is you trying to force a dude out there because you trying to make a point? Because I'm telling you now, you get that joint in your hand, you go down there and do something to the dude, man, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead and forget about going home. You 30-something years into this bit, and you push that Bethlehem right now at this point in time, man, people just gonna dead your parole every time you go up. It's gonna be a rubber stamp. Nah, rejected. Rejected. Probably for about 15, 20 more years. And, you know, looking at that, you probably be 100. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you what to do. You know what to do. You've been in penitentiary longer than me. But if you want to go that route, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was faced with a tough one, man. But and it's hard, man. It's hard, and then it's even more harder when you in the cell with these jokers, man. Man, you in the cell with a joker, and he making you uneasy, man. Yeah, that's that. You know, but this is prison. This is the life. You know, so they going through it, man, for a couple of days, and you know, it almost popped off. It don't pop off. It almost pop off. Them dudes is, you know, the little gang member, they churching up. They talking about doing something to him. He heard a little rumor mill. Woo, woo, woo. He even out there one day. He on the standoff with him. I think somebody else had gave him Bethlehem. So he out there like telling the little young dudes, man, y'all want to do something to me, man? Come on, do it, man. I ain't running. I mean, what y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And like I say, he got to go back in the cell with the one that this the originator of all these problems. So they like, man, old timer, man, you don't want this work, man. You better go ahead on, man. Woo, 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 and la. But they don't never really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They get kind of squashed by other dudes in the block saying, man, y'all go ahead, man. Wow. So he go back in the cell with the dude that day, and everybody thought that he was going. I thought he might make a move on the dude, just go ahead on and get away from here, right? He don't, you know what I'm saying? They make it through the night, the weekend come, and next thing you know, man, he shot me and a lot of other people, man. Man, Ray checked in. Ray checked in, man. Ray took his own matches and everything on, popped it all about the cell, came out the joint, went to the booth, told the people, man, put him in jail, man. He ain't standing there no more. If they ain't trying to move him, he trying to go to jail. And they locked him up. You know what I'm saying? They locked him up. That's the last I saw him. Now, like I say, for me, knowing the situation and knowing what was going on, I understood to a point why he wanted to leave. I wouldn't have did it. You know what I'm saying? But I understand from that point. But I ain't leaving. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely ain't gonna put myself in jail. I ain't gonna never do that. I don't give a poop if it's an army. You gonna have to give me that work, cause I ain't gonna put myself in jail, man. I just can't do that. But that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? So now, all this reputation that he had over the years, all the work he put in, all this, that, and the third, and everybody saying, young dude made Ray check in. See what I'm saying? So wherever he come out at, even if he stay on this institution or even if he go to another institution, they gonna say, young boy made Ray check in on Nottaway. See what I'm saying? So you could put in all this work and it could be, boom, taken just like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like that to your reputation, which is gonna fester other dudes when he come in contact with him and he bark like he ain't to be played with. Man, you checked in on, you know, and then he gonna have to put in the work either way. So in my philosophy, you know, instead of doing the check-in move, he would have came out better if he just would have went ahead and handled the situation. You know what I'm saying? If he could not use patience and exercise patience and climb his butt up on the top bunk and waited till them people found him another cell, then he should have made a move. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that move. But that's what he did, man. And that was the narrative from that point on, man. That yeah, old timer Ray Ray checked in. And you know, and the young dude's gonna brag about it, yeah, man, and come up in there telling me he gonna get up bottom bump. Man, you better get up out here. That's gonna be the story. That's the story that's told, you know. So yeah, it was a crazy situation, man. You know, kinda like felt a little bad for him, but hey, it is what it is, and you make your own bed, you gotta lie in it, you know, even if it's the bottom bunk or the top bunk, you know. But yeah, man, Ray Ray, man, so we went from gangster, man, but he did not renew his gangster card, man. It was time to renew that subscription. He ain't renew it. He let it run out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, so that was a situation, man. But I just wanted to tell it, man, to give y'all an example, man, of what happens in prison, especially when you get older. Especially when you know, if you got a whole lot of time to do, man, whatever work you put in, whatever situation you put yourself in, it's going to follow you, man. And people going to want some get back. When you get older and you get incapable and you get unfit, they going to want some get back. You know, or they gonna want your reputation, they gonna want your name. So they gonna come at you just so they can say they did this to you, even though you 65 years old. If you had a crazy reputation, like i.e. Bo Billy, they gonna try him because they want that reputation. But they ain't did what he did to earn that reputation. But they gonna try to take it from you. This is why it's so hard to get out the penitentiary, man, amongst all other reasons. But anyway, something to think about, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. You know, tell me what you would have done. But y'all let me know, man, in the comments, man. I appreciate y'all if y'all watching. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the likes. I most definitely appreciate if you subscribe, man. Big love to TBP Nation out there, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions. Y'all know I'll be back in 24 hours, man, if y'all still want to talk to me, because I talk back. And by all means, man, duck them hooks, man. And you better renew your gangster subscription, because if not, boom, they'll take it from you.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.